Hey guys, recently I just watched the awesome Finding Nemo movie with my daughter. It was an eye-opening experience. I just wanted to summarize it for some of you who aren't so lucky to have been able to see it. So basically, it was released on May 30th, 2003, and it won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature, the first Pixar film to do so. It was also nominated in 3 more categories, including Best Original Screenplay. Additionally, it became the highest grossing animated film at the time of its release, and it was the second highest grossing film of 2003, earning a total of $870 million worldwide by the end of its initial theatrical run. Finding Nemo is the best-selling DVD title of all time, with over 40 million copies sold as of 2006, and it was the highest-grossing G-rated film of all time before Pixar's own Toy Story 3 overtook it. The film was re-released in 3D in 2012. In 2008, the American Film Institute named it as the 10th greatest animated film ever made. In the 2016 poll of international critics conducted by BBC, Finding Nemo was voted one of the 100 greatest motion pictures since 2000. A spin-off sequel, Finding Dory, which was absolutely awful, was released in June 2016. And for those of you unlucky enough to have actually seen it, I'll basically summarize it for you here. So, basically, it's about Marlin, who is like a clownfish who lives in the anemone, in the Great Barrier Reef. His wife, Coral, and most of his eggs are killed in a barracuda attack. Only one, can you imagine how stressful that would be? Only one undamaged egg remains, which Marlin names Nemo. Years later, Marlin is overprotective of Nemo because, it's his only egg. So on Nemo's first day of school, Marlin embarrasses Nemo, and the two fight, which is just absolutely heartbreaking. I cried Anyways, while Marlin is talking to Nemo's teacher, Nemo defiantly approaches a nearby speedboat where he is captured by a pair of scuba divers. Marlin pursues the boat in a vain and heroic attempt and meets Dory, a blue tang who suffers from acute short-term memory loss, which is kind of like dementia. She offers her help. The two encounter 3 sharks who've sworn to abstain from eating fish, which is very lucky for them. Just the sigh of relief I felt. Marlin discovers a diver's mask that fell from the boat. He accidentally hits Dory with it, giving her a nosebleed. This sends one of the sharks into a feeding frenzy, but they flee after, accidentally setting off a ring of old naval mines, which knock Marlin and Dory unconscious. This is a very hard time in the plot, and I understand if some of you have to take a moment to cry or let out some emotions in whatever way that may be. Anyways, if you guys are done now, Nemo is placed in an aquarium in a dentist's office in Sydney, Australia. He meets the tank gang, including Yellow Tang Bubbles, Starfish Peach, Cleaner Shrimp Jux, Blowfish Bloat, Royal Grandma Gurgle, and Damselfish Deb, led by Gil, a Moorish idol. Nemo learns he is to be given to the dentist's niece, Darla, who has killed her previous fish, so it's basically a death sentence for him. Gil gives a risky escape plan. Nemo, who can fit inside the aquarium's filter tube, will jam the filter with a pebble, forcing the dentist to put the fish into plastic bags while he cleans the tank, giving them an opportunity to roll out the window and into the harbor. Nemo attempts the maneuver, but fails and is almost killed.